What's going on, travelers? Welcome to Lassen National Park. Lassen Volcanic National Park. Finally made it to the last park on the list, and it is definitely snow heavy. Fresh powder. Kind of miss the WRX right now, but the Tuscany will be fine, I think. It was pretty icy on the way up, but nothing that can't be handled. I was thinking about doing a full hike here and calling it a wrap and exploring the rest of the area before the sun goes down and ice forms up on the road, especially black ice. Don't want to deal with that. So let's take a look at where we can go. I see people following the road up there, all the way up there, which is the Sulphur Head area. I believe it's the Sulphur Head area. You are here. Yeah. Let's get up there to Sulphur Works. Here. Right there, Sulphur Works. 7,000 feet. Well, 8,000 if you round it up. All right, let's do this. You know, I've been in the snow before, but I don't remember ever being this bright. I'm glad I brought the visor on my head and the ones around my neck, just in case these can't handle it anymore, but damn, it's bright. Winter sun is beaming. Anywho, apparently this road, which was a road, is now a trail, and nothing's off limits. They even said it's how far you want to get. Okay, now I was able to pull the camera out. There's a delightful smell of sulfur in the air. It's like rotten eggs. Like someone took a bad, you know what. But since the sun is starting to blind, so we can try to exposure real quick. There we go. The geothermal vent, let's check it out, yeah. Whew. All right. Hydrothermal ground may give way underfoot. Off-trail travel has resulted in severe injury.
All right, so excuse the shaking. Didn't have a tripod. Well, I did, but I didn't want to bring too much shit out there with me because I know whatever I trek in, I got to trek back out, right? But what was bugging me the most was I was trying to figure out where the hell did I see this type of geological activity, right? Turns out it was in an island, and that was bugging the ever-loving man. It was just bugging, all right? You're going to hear that a lot throughout this video, me trying to remember where it was, and it took me a whole day to recall where I saw baby versions of this, which are called like spatter cones. It's all some type of volcanism at the end of the day, dealing with geological processes and stuff. By the way, if I sound different, it's because I'm dubbing. The camera microphones got their asses whipped from the wind, really. I had the microphones on me. I just forgot to hook them up. But either way, I even think the little lavaliers would have had their work cut out for them in the conditions that I was in. But like I said, I'm gonna leave in the raw audio. It's just gonna be very low, so it wouldn't be ear torturing y'all, whoever's watching. Now that I know what I'm dealing with, especially with Lassen in these winter conditions, I have a better idea how I'm gonna go back at it. But first and foremost, I'm gonna need some better gear. I thought my standard equipment was gonna handle it because I've been in the snow before. If you watch any of my prior videos, you've seen that. But this shit was just different, bro. Like the snowpack, the main road. Like you see a little bit of the road right here, right? This is all that's left, and that's only because there's a hydrothermal vent there melting it away. Once I get past this zone, bruh, it just gets deep. And I'm not going to spoil it if you end up watching all the way to the end, but it gets to the point where my standard equipment was not enough. It just wasn't. I'm gonna need some poles, ski poles or walking poles, whatever they're called, um, and some snowshoes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm dubbing wherever there is wind noise, and that's it.
All right, so that reminds me of that mud volcano area out there in Palm Springs. Um, it's little spatter cones that were out there. What was it called? I don't know. It's out towards Palm Springs, and they have all sorts of spatter cones and geothermal vents. God, I can't think of it. I've been there. I recorded it. Was trying to get some good sounds, but a lot of people having conversations. I didn't want to record that and try to do all the extra editing and dubbing, all the other stuff that comes with it, right? Even now, I'm like freehanding all this stuff, so you're gonna have to excuse the shaky footage. I'm gonna do my best to level it out as possible, but I am walking on very uneven and undulated surfaces, so you have to deal with it. Welcome to my channel, 2021. We're still out here traveling, we're still out here doing stuff, you know what I mean? Check out the area. Now, here's the thing. So, in case you were ever wondering, for whatever reason, loose snow like this blows off when the wind picks up like loose sediment. Maybe you knew that already, maybe you didn't, but just letting you know. I had to put the damn goggles on. Well, the visor was doing all right, but the goggles, much more a concealed effort, you know? All right, to the peak. Another thing to be wary of when traversing. Try not to listen to music while you're out here, not just for other people, but for yourself. You see these little trails where rocks are falling? You won't hear them when they start off small, but then they get momentum, gain mass. Next thing you know, you got a small rock slide. So, situational awareness is key out here, all right? Remember that. Okay, got a little bit colder up here, as expected. Higher altitudes.
And this is where another dub comes in. And even replaying it back in post-production setting, it was still hard to make it out. But I was basically saying I reached the quarter-mile mark going up towards what's called Bum Pass Hill. And then there's Bum Pass Hell Trail or something like that. Is the map in here? Okay, the map's not in the room. Anyways, currently at, I think, 7,100, if I could make that out correctly, 71 and climbing. As you can see, the wind is blowing all that, what is it, sleet? It's basically ice particles, but that shit was hitting like dirt, man. Glad I brought the goggles, and then as you can see, that's the Lassen peak right there with the I guess that's just, those are not clouds. It's the sun's just cooking off like the loose levels of snow and ice. Um, is it participation? Someone in the comments help me out there. I'm not even trying to look it up. Okay, let me turn that down just a little bit because that's probably getting picked up. So yeah, what you're seeing, I'm getting even closer to the peak, and there's a road that leads up to that peak, and there's a trail that I was gunning for, and I think it's at this point there's starting to be some traversal issues. I mean, the boots, they're Ozarks. I'm not trying to. Oh well, I already plugged it. Fuck it. They held up pretty well. I have the. I don't even know what brand are they. So half plug, I guess. Anyways, the boots held up pretty well in the snow, but it's. Yeah, I just almost tripped and fell there. There's just like these hidden pockets, man. It was just getting rough, but I kept going because at certain points I realized, okay, maybe it's just because I'm in the sunny sections of this road. All right, some of the top levels of the ice are melting away, so it's collapsed underneath my weight, or the surface is collapsed underneath the weight of me walking over it. Because in this cool section, as you can see, I think I was trying to say this here as well, that since it's obviously not in direct sunlight, it's the ice is solidified. The snowpack has become hard, and it's a walkable, albeit slippery, but traversable section. And I was like, all right, cool. If it's more like this, I'll be able to make it. Let's keep pushing. I don't need no special tools or equipment. Damn, was I wrong?
Well, I got as far as I could. It's coming to my ankles now. Shit. I actually need some snowshoes or something. Okay. Oh, I hate giving up. Maybe it's just this one spot. Hold on. 1 second. Because there's some snowshoe trails right here. Not too many boots. I'm up. My next checkpoint is Bump Pass Trail. And then Lassen's Peak is way up there. And I'm here. I'd say just over a quarter of the way. Taking a lot longer because of traversal speeds, but that was to be expected. I didn't think it'd be this much snowpack on the road. Like, to my ankles, man. Damn. We're gonna keep going a little bit. I think that was just a nice pocket of it, hopefully, but if not, we're gonna have to call it and just say we made it to the Sulphur Trail. I didn't want to do that one. I wanted to get to the peak, but situations dictate how far I'm gonna get. All right, keep going on. It's flat now, but that little area wasn't. Come on, man. Come on. Shit. And the road sidewinders. I think that was a bird or a person skiing up there. Oh no, they're skiing. If you see a little orange speck. I wonder if I had those skis that people were using to ski up this hill, would that work? And I can't shortcut it because I know that's going to be deep. Look how tall those trees are. I don't want to call it. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit further And if I drop to my knee again, then that's it. I can't traverse any further. I'll end up getting stuck, breaking my leg or whatever. Lassen during the winter, okay. You're winning the battle right now, that's for sure. You're winning the battle. Okay, well, I made it a quarter mile up overall, and I was halfway up to bump past the trail, but this shit started to get up pretty high, and yeah, I hate quitting the operation, but I'm gonna have to, because if like I said, well, I said it off camera. Worst case scenario, I fall into a snowbank and just that's it. Goodbye. Because there's no other tracks up here. I saw some people skiing, but they were further up that way. I hope this exposure looks good, so you can see where I'm pointing. But like I said, my feet are going straight down, straight in, straight down, whatever you want to call it. And the snow line, as you can see, toward those trees, that's the top of the trees. That's where the snow's at. You can just eyeballing it, you know.
Okay, so here I had to go ahead and start dubbing because out of nowhere, gusts start coming and blowing all types of like loose ice and stuff. But anyways, what I was trying to point out is that I made it all the way across a projected path that I just kind of sightlined. And then when I saw how I approached it, I saw the snow line. I was like, holy shit, I'm above the trees. That must mean the snow's getting deeper as I go up. And even then, as you see, I'm putting the goggles on. You can't hear me say it because I just, like I said, lowered the volume. I was like, all right, Lassen, you might have won this fight at the moment, but you know what? I'm gonna keep pushing a little bit further. And I don't know if you ever felt loose, like the ground just go away from you. I ain't gonna front shit. It's kind of spooky, man. Like it just gives way. So, anyways, I'm pointing up to the trail. I'm saying, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna see how far I can get, and then if another incident like earlier, as you see my foot, it came up to my ankle on this one, but as I begin going forward, it comes up to my calf, and I'm just like, okay, either A, I'm gonna make it, or B, oh, that's just a black man lost in the snow. That's it. He's done. And then the wind picks up even more right here. And I just like, all right, it's time to make a judgment call. Am I going to go for it or I'm, bitch out? But sometimes it might be smart to do that or take my chances, man. I'm only one up here. I did have an emergency radio on me in the event that the worst came to worst. But I remember what happened last time I was in Forest Falls, and it seemed like the ground wasn't, or the snowpack wasn't that high. And I literally went into a fissure because I have no idea what the condition of the road is. There might be a giant pothole there. I might be walking on the edge. You don't know. And as you can see, there isn't too many tracks. There's like, this is me walking backwards, covering my own tracks, make sure I don't fall off somewhere. And I know the camera doesn't have a good job of showing the depth because I'm also holding the camera chest high. But I just went ahead and just called it. Had I had some snowshoes and some walking poles all day, I would have went for it. No problem. At least I would have felt a little more confident walking through the winter conditions that were present. But you got to keep in mind, just there's a difference between being smart and brave, and it was just a smart thing to turn around. I will be going back once I get those two pieces of equipment. Strangely enough, I did see someone leave some poles, but I was kind of like, I'm in the wrong area to be just picking up stuff like that. But anywho, this clip's almost over, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the audio a little bit. But that's me just kind of justifying my decision, but also realizing, this is real. It's real out here. And on the way up, like I said, you don't see any more tracks from anyone else. There's some skiers way up there, but they may have taken a different path. They could have been locals. They know the area better. Like if you look off to the left, these are my tracks, by the way. It's just me. I was thinking, okay, there's a couple of animal tracks here, but you know, to walk over to investigate it, shit, I can be gone. I don't know, man. Like I said, I just used the best judgment call, but I hope y'all enjoyed the clip. The rest of it's just going back down the pass, really. And I will be coming back to Lassen soon to get to the peak. Now the question is, do I bring someone with me? Because I know a lot of people. The people I know, there's only one, maybe two. I'll say two. That would be, you know, jazzed enough to go out here and do this. But the majority, nah, they ain't doing this. They probably think I'm a loon, and that's fine. But I enjoyed my time out there, and I'm just glad, you know, like I said, I was able to finish this national park. It was the last one on the list for California, and it's done. National parks of California are done. Gorgeous. Let's go. So now all the national parks are done. Now I got the option just to come back and hit certain areas that I'd like to see. Case in point, Lassen Peak. Yeah, it won the battle day, but I got the war done. The war's over. I got all California national parks done, man. Damn. It feels good, man. Anyways, that's it for now. I'm gonna enjoy this cruise back, get me something to eat, edit this footage together, and call it a day. Till next time, travelers. Peace. Well, I almost made it out without falling. I'm glad my camera didn't break. Came all the way up to my knee. And this is one of the things I was trying to avoid, going way up there into the back nine. And if I fell into something, game over. Well, let me show you my knee. Came all the way up there. So, again, I'll do this again in the snow. It's not a big deal. I just need the proper equipment. Or, at the very least, a partner and a whole lot of rope so we don't get stranded like that. You know what I mean?